Welcome to Mr. Gossip. I am Sarah, your ultimate destination for Young and the Restless drama. Young and the Restless spoilers. April 3rd, jealousy erupts as Sienna catches Noah. The Young and the Restless spoilers tease that Sienna catches Noah with Audra, Victor makes good on a threat, and Nikki pushes Jack on YNR. Sienna, Tamara Braun, loves Noah, Lucas Adams. Noah loves Sienna. The two seem locked in, no question about it. But lately, there has been a complication, and her name is Audra, Zuleika Silver. Noah keeps running into his ex, and the two have been spending time reminiscing about the past. They share a lot of history, some of it good, some of it not so great. And since they are both in Genoa City, it is not exactly easy to avoid each other. That becomes a problem the next time they get caught up in one of those conversations, because someone sees them. That someone is Sienna. Sienna already does not trust Audra, not even a little. So seeing Noah with her is not going to sit well at all. It is easy to imagine her stepping in and making her presence known, maybe even staking her claim right there in front of Audra. Victor, Eric Braden, makes good on a threat. He has no shortage of enemies, and there are definitely a few people he would love to get back at. The question is, who ends up on the receiving end this time? At the same time, Nikki, Melody Thomas Scott, is using her powers of persuasion with Jack, Peter Bergman. She is firmly on his side in this latest battle between Victor and Jack, and she seems more than ready to help Jack teach her husband a lesson. But there is one detail that could change everything. Will Jack tell Nikki about the yacht situation with Patty Stacy Y? And our spoilers for April 3rd also tease that Diane, Susan Walters, and Kyle, Michael Mealer, question Victoria, Amelia Heinley. The reason why is still unclear. Are they looking for her perspective on Victor's latest move? Or are they trying to get information out of her that could help them get ahead? For now, that part remains a mystery. That's all for Young and the Restless spoilers for April 3rd, 2026. Which storyline are you most excited to watch unfold? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't miss the latest weekly YNR spoilers for even more drama incoming. Hey Duke, if he does, that might only make Nikki even more fired up. Spoilers reveal that Victor makes good on a threat, Nikki uses her power of persuasion with Jack, and more. Young and the Restless preview. Nick asks Adam how far he'd go with Riza, Shamar Moore and Vivica A. Fox return. The Young and the Restless, YNR, preview for the week of April 6th reveals Riza Thompson, Tina Kashani, will suggest a private celebration to Adam Newman, Mark Grossman. Also coming up, Malcolm Winters, Shamar Moore, and Dr. Stephanie Simmons, Vivica A. Fox, will return to Genoa City. Plus, Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, will grill his brother. YNR spoilers tease Malcolm will walk inside the GCAC. It looks like Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, invited him to town. She and Devin Winters, Brighton James, will be standing in the restaurant and Lily will smile warmly at Malcolm. YNR preview, Stephanie tells Malcolm she remembers the setup. At Crimson Lights, Malcolm will run into his ex-girlfriend. Stephanie will reminisce about Dr. Olivia Barber, Tanya Lee Williams, introducing them back in 1994. I can still remember how excited Olivia and Drew were setting us up, Stephanie says in the YNR weekly preview. They thought we were perfect for each other. As it turned out, Stephanie and Malcolm were only together briefly, but it was memorable nonetheless. Of course, that was back in the day when 90% of the characters weren't business people and some were doctors and photographers. Meanwhile, Adam will tell Nick he's hoping to meet Riza's business partner. But first, he'll be attending another private poker party in Riza's suite. I've got a question for ya, Nick will say. Young and the Restless preview, will Adam end up sleeping with Riza? Finally, Riza will tell Adam that assuming everything goes well, they can celebrate later tonight. I look forward to it, Adam will reply. Riza will pull him into another steamy smooch and he'll kiss her right back. Young and the Restless scoop April 2nd, Phyllis accuses Lily of being jealous, Matt tells Riza to set up meeting with Spider. The Young and the Restless, YNR, scoop for Thursday, April 2nd reveals Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, and Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, will get into a bitter quarrel. Also coming up, Risa Thompson, Tina Kashani, will get suspicious as Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, quizzes her about her partner. Plus, Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, will pass out while he's on the phone with Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, and Chelsea Lawson, Melissa Claire Egan. YNR spoilers tease Lily will walk over to the bar. She'll see Phyllis, who's at a table, and hope she won't spot her. Not surprisingly, she'll see Lily. Well, look who's back from captivity, Phyllis will quip. Lily will say she doesn't want to talk about it. But Phyllis won't care. How do you live with yourself, she'll ask. Torturing your family, torturing Kane by faking your kidnapping? Then Phyllis will raise a glass. A toast to Queen Lily, Queen of Broken Hearts. But Lily will point out she's the one who double-crossed Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn. Don't pretend you care about his well-being. YNR Daily Scoop, Victoria tells Phyllis she may think she's won. Lily will say she'll never understand why Kane hooked up with Phyllis. Perhaps he was attracted to whatever fading allure she might have. Phyllis will ask Lily if she's jealous. Lily will say of course not, she's slept with half the town. You are hardly the Virgin Mary, Phyllis will reply. Then she'll ask what Victor Newman, Eric Braden, promised her. You can fish all you want, I'm not gonna bite, Lily will reply. She'll also be surprised Phyllis thinks she won. Phyllis will say she's not afraid of Victor and Lily will tell her maybe she should be. But Phyllis will say Summers' conglomerate is crushing it. Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinley, will appear and say hi to Lily. She'll say she hopes it wasn't too hard on her and the kids. Phyllis will realize she was right. Wow, I'm the bad guy, she'll comment. I've got nothing on you too. Victoria will tell her she may think she's won but she should think about how she's lost her children. Phyllis will say they'll come around. In Vegas, Nick will take a fentanyl. Then his phone will ring and he'll roll his eyes when he sees it's Sharon. But he'll pick up. She'll be with Chelsea, who will ask where Adam is. Nick will say Adam is at a private poker game. He'll add his plan with Risa seems to be working. If she knows anything about Matt, Adam is going to get it out of her. Chelsea will ask if Nick's met her and he'll say no, Adam didn't want to scare her off. Sharon will ask if he's okay. Your voice sounds different. Chelsea will say she hears it too but Nick will tell them he's just tired. He'll be so wasted that he'll end up falling asleep. He'll wake up eventually and say he's got a call from Adam and has to call him back. Then he'll hang up. Young and the Restless scoop, Nick holds extra drug dealer gave him. In Risa's suite, she and Adam will continue kissing. Was that my reward for cleaning out the other players at the poker game? He'll ask as she pulls away. Talk will turn to her partner and Adam will say there are a lot of shady characters in Vegas. Who is this guy? He'll ask Risa. Risa will say there's no reason for him to know right now. After all, he probably won't even be around that long. Adam will lie and say he's there for the long haul. So why don't you just come clean and tell me why you really want to know who my partner is, she'll reply. Adam will say if she and her partner give him the green light, they can make a fortune. Adam will return to the room and find Nick passed out on the couch. Nick will wake up and Adam will assume he's drunk. He'll tell Nick they'll talk about what happened in the morning. But Nick will say he'll just splash some water on his face. He'll head to the bathroom, holding the extra baggie the drug dealer gifted him. Nick will walk back into the living room, full of energy. Adam will say Risa has a partner and Nick will say he's sure it's Matt Clark, Roger Howarth. I'm ready for this, he'll tell his brother. I'm ready. Finally, Matt will return to Risa's suite and he'll see by the chips on the table that Spider won big. She'll say Spider wants to meet him and he'll tell her that's great, set it up as soon as possible. Keep reading the soap scoop for Young and the Restless spoilers and news. And make sure to also join our YNR Facebook group or leave us a reply in our comments section. But if you miss an episode, don't fret. Young and the Restless scoop April 3rd, Jack and Diane come face to face, Sienna sees Audra and Noah holding hands. Also coming up, Sienna Bacall, Tamara Braun, will realize she may have some competition for Noah Newman's, Lucas Adam, affections. Plus, Claire Newman, Haley Aaron, will put Victor Newman, Eric Braden, on the spot. And Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinley, will defend her father to Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer. YNR spoilers tease Claire Newman, Haley Aaron, will pay her grandfather a visit at the ranch. She'll ask if he masterminded Kyle's parents' breakup. Claire will add that it's something her aunt would have done. Kidnapping Jack was extreme. But Victor will say he'll do anything to get his company back. I don't give a damn what it costs. Claire will ask if he'd have hurt Jack if his bluff had been called. Victor will say it was just business. And he'd like to show her the ropes. But Claire won't be sure. YNR Daily Scoop, Victoria makes excuses for her father, as usual. Meanwhile, Victoria will defend her father, even when Kyle tells her the woman Jack was on the yacht with was Patty Williams, Stacey Haydock. Their whiskey was spiked, he'll add. Is there no depths to which your father won't sink? Of course, Victoria will suggest Patty spiked Jack's drink. Kyle will say the Newmans will always make excuses for Victor. Then Diane will show up and tell Victoria at least her mother had the courage to stand up to him. What Victor did was vicious and cruel and he's taking pleasure in it. Victoria will say her dad may have thrown Patty and Jack together. But he certainly didn't push them into each other's arms. At Society, Jack will run into Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott. She'll admit she misses the ranch and she misses her. But if there's going to be a hope for a reconciliation, he's going to have to reach out first. Jack will say she may be waiting a long time. He'll bring up his ordeal again and Nikki will mention seeing Patty. Was she the woman on the yacht? Jack will say yes. Did something happen? She'll ask. And he'll admit it did. Nikki will say she wants this feud to end. I understand you want to strike back, but maybe it's time for you to lay down your sword before more damage is done. Back at the ranch, Victoria will arrive. She'll tell Victor she's not taking sides, but Nikki asked her to collect some of her things. She's lucky I didn't throw her stuff out on the lawn, Victor will reply. And Victoria and Claire will shake their heads at him. At Crimson Lights, Noah will join Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver, for a coffee. He'll take a sip of his latte and say he's never had a better latte than right there at Crimson Lights. Audra will smile and remind him about the little place they used to go to in London and they'll smile and flirt. Young and the Restless scoop, Sienna kisses Noah in front of Audra. Do you ever think about us? She'll ask. Noah will say yes, but it's hard not to go to the dark part. Audra will point out they also had fun. You remember those times too, don't you? Audra will take his hand, just as Sienna comes along and watches them. She'll plant a big smile on her face as she walks up behind Noah and plants a kiss on him. Audra will say it's crazy that they both ended up in Genoa City. Sienna and Noah will head to the counter and Holden Novak, Nathan Owens, will arrive. Once again he'll harp on about Audra backing out of their plan. He'll notice she's keeping an eye on Noah and ask if she's ever interested in a man who isn't involved with someone else. Holden will also point out she's longing for a guy who's with a woman who knows their deepest, darkest secret. Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, will show up and Holden will join him on the patio. He'll say he has another job for him, in town this time. But he'll have to get his hands dirty. Is that going to be a problem? Holden will say no. You're gonna make a move on Victor Newman, Kane will say. Finally, Jack will walk into the GCAC and see Diane sitting at the bar, looking miserable. She'll turn her head and see her husband standing there. Thanks for watching Mr. Gossip. If you enjoyed the drama, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. More shocking secrets. More emotional twists. Coming your way. Stay tuned. Because the drama never ends.